All right, welcome back. We're here at Camp McCarran. I'm going to see if I can get some, possibly some quests out of here.
Something I can do for you? We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here.
Okay, see, we
We've
got
used it
their
as a
safe
place for rangers
house.
to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
All right,
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
okay.
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us.
Well,
And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions.
okay.
So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning. It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately.
Okay.
Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there. Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If
Yep.
it falls, so will New Vegas.
Yep.
We'd be forced to withdraw.
Okay.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent. But I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building. Bye.
All right. I keep getting these notes, and I'm not reading them. I don't know what those are for. Nick from Mick and Ralph says the Omero stopped buying guns suddenly. Okay, I don't need that one. I keep getting these things. I never read them. I should. Alright, that's enough. Alright, she is supposedly right above him. Let me check my quest real quick. Wow. Talk to Captain Curtis. Bug an access point to the Lucky 38. Okay, I know that one. Wild card. Okay. Don't tread on the bear. Let's see. Yeah, I think Captain Curtis. The one that's upstairs, maybe? No doors here. She's not in here either. Alright. Ooh, that's stealing. Don't want to do that. Inaccessible. Alright, oh, I hate this part. I hate finding people.
Go right ahead, Trooper.
Oh, thanks. That's the Mojave Wasteland. I don't want to go out there yet. I think all this is red, so not gonna steal that. Alright, huh. Is this gonna be another one of them round and round?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
What is this one? Oh, concourse. Okay. Maybe that's where I should have gone to start with. Alright, okay. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Huh. I don't think so. Yeah, these markers sometimes aren't the best in the world in this game, but what you gonna do? Try to follow them. Maybe look at the map real quick.
Hey.
Hey. Well, see, this says here, around the corner, around this corner. Now, why can't... There's nothing here. Alright, this says it's right in here. We have a door. Yeah, we have a door over here. See? Now, see, now it's showing me it's way back over here. Ah. Requires a key.
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
I always look like this.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Yep.
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be. Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently. Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy. I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination. I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant. I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out.
All right.
Come on in. He's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm? You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves.
You're right.
To have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors. I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
You like that?
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him.
Why don't you step outside a minute?
Let off some steam. Nice job.
You like that?
All right, you can stop for a sec. I think my friend doesn't like you, Celus.
All right.
I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Celus. A savage
Right.
beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs
I
will
guess they're
never
gone.
heal properly, and it will hurt
Probably
every
for the
time
best.
you breathe. It'll
Right.
be like your collars, Celus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Celus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's all.
So what's it gonna be?
Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Celus. Silent
What's going
treatment,
on?
Yeah,
Think he
come on.
misses you. Oh, let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well
Here
as
we
his.
go.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days, we awaited his order to dispatch us.
Right.
3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him. There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, it's all coming back.
You got something to say, or do you... That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud.
All
Here's the
right.
standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me, personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime. Yep. See you around.
All right, let me get my stuff back. Oh,